Throughout her life, Cynt Marshall has proven that she is fearless. This optimism, I know who's on your side.
Yes.
God's on your side.
Yes.
Her resume, a history of barriers she's broken. The first black senior class president at her high school, the first black cheerleader at UC Berkeley, the first black member of Delta Gamma at the university, and then the first black female CEO in the NBA at the age of 58. Did you set out to be the first, or did you just do what you did?
No, I just did what I did. You don't know you're the first.
But the road to success was not easy. Cynt grew up in the projects in California. At just 11 years old, she witnessed her father shoot a man, violence that was later aimed at her and her mother.
I was scared. Domestic violence was part of our family.
Where did you put that part of your life when you were a little girl?
You know, we hid it. I mean, people didn't know that my mom was, a victim of domestic violence. They didn't know my dad was doing the things he was doing.
What was the worst your dad ever hurt you?
He broke my nose when I was 15 years old.
Did he think that you could ever become somebody?
No, and that was the painful part. He told my youngest sister and I that summer that we would be hookers on the street without him.
Cynt was determined to prove him wrong, going to college, then working her way up at AT&T, where at one point she turned down a big promotion after her boss asked her to change her appearance, behavior, even her name.
I said, when I first started, y'all made me get rid of my red shoes and take down my braids. Like, when does this stop? At some point, I have to be able to be me. And now you want to change my name? I've been Cynt my whole life.
Cynt still got that promotion with higher management encouraged to who she was, and she did, experiencing a powerful moment when she joined the company on Wall Street years later to help ring the opening bell.
I just started crying. And our CFO, John Stevens, is standing there, and he goes, "Cynt, what's wrong?" And I said, my daddy told us that we were going to be hookers on the street. And I told my mom, I'm going to make my money on Wall Street. I said, oh my goodness. I'm on Wall Street. This is crazy.
Amid her career success, Cynt and her husband, Kenny, struggled to start a family.
4 second trimester miscarriages in 10 years of trying to have kids. 4.
Did you think maybe we're not meant to have children?
No, I didn't think that. My husband thought that.
Their 5th attempt brought them their daughter, Carolyn, or Special K, as they called her. She was born prematurely and passed away 6 months later. Do you remember holding her?
Oh, yes. I remember all that. And they said, just hold her real tight because she'll probably be gone in about 2 days.
Cynt and Kenny later created their family of 6 through adoption. But in 2010, her strength was tested once again when Cynt was diagnosed with stage 3 colon cancer.
I thought I had months to live. It was bad.
Cynt, now cancer-free, retired from AT&T in 2017. But that retirement did not last long. In 2018, she got a call from Dallas Mavericks owner Mark Cuban. A bombshell Sports Illustrated article just revealed sexual harassment and other improper workplace misconduct within the organization.
I said, I don't know if I'm going to do this. And 2 women stopped me and said, are you the person who Mark Cuban said is going to come in and help us and save us? And they talked to me and they told me their stories.
What were you learning?
They said, we need help. You have to come in. The stuff in the article is true. So I went home and I prayed about it. I came back the next day.
How did you go about it?
I laid out a vision from day one that said we would set the global standard in the NBA for diversity and inclusion. And then I laid out a set of values, the spelled crafts: character, respect, authenticity, fairness, teamwork, and safety, both physical and emotional safety, and said these will not just be on the walls, but they would operate in the halls.
2 years later, the Mavericks won the 2020 NBA Inclusion Leadership Award. Cynt has also navigated the Mavericks through the pandemic and the social justice movement, helping to create conversations within their community on how to address systemic racism.
If we want to make sure that equity is really something that we're all practicing every day, we need to be out there to make it happen. Some things are bigger than basketball. We love basketball too now.
Of course.
But some things are bigger than basketball.
Yeah. A set of values she established long before stepping onto the court. Is there a quote that you hold on to?
Yes, and especially when it comes to work. People don't care how much you know until they know how much you care.
She is is she not? Isn't she amazing? I mean, and this incredible woman finds blessings everywhere. She described that moment where her dad punched her. She was in the hospital. They were caring for another loved one, and her dad came in and punched her in the nose. She said She said God was there that day. I said, how do you know that? And she said, because there were witnesses, and also a doctor there saved my life. I needed to be there when that happened. So I was wondering, like, she's not bitter. She's going through her life.
There's nothing about her. She seems full of sparkle and optimism, and like life has given every single possible, difficult situation, and here she is.
One of those things will be enough to knock some of us down.
Oh, I also asked her, guys, by the way, her words to live by, and they are dream, focus, pray, and act. She's done all of those things. She keeps doing it. When she stepped into the workplace where she was at the Mavericks, there were no women or people of color in leadership, and now it's 50% women and 50% people of color. And basically she says it can't be a locker room mentality when there are women and people of color. You just can't have that.
It's for folks who follow that story, where the Dallas Mavericks were back then versus where they are now, it's due in large part to Cynt Marshall's leadership.
Definitely. Wow. And a big thanks, too, to Cynt for talking to us. And One Manhattan Square, they let us shoot on this beautiful basketball court, by the way.
Very
loved our spot. Thank you.
No, thank you. Thank you for that one.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.